Welcome back, Desmond. You'll be happy to hear there's actually good news for once.
Yeah?
I've managed to locate a power source, and it's relatively close by. Up for a trip to Manhattan?
Is it safe to leave? Abstergo's gotta be looking for us.
Obviously it's not safe. Can't exactly sit around here hoping to get lucky, though, can we? We need that power source. Besides, I'm sure you can cook up some way to hide our movements.
Maybe. The Templars have access to all kinds of satellites and camera systems. We'll need to find a way to mask our digital signature. I can probably camouflage the van, too. But there's not much I can do for us.
That's an easy one.
Local utility companies have assured the public that they're completely prepared for the upcoming solar maximum. Disruptions to service are expected to be minimal.
If only they knew.
What's this?
A remote-operated camera. It'll provide us with a feed while you're on mission. This will let us talk to each other.
We're almost there, so listen up. The artifact is in an office penthouse in Lower Manhattan. At this time of night, direct infiltration is going to get you noticed. I think we're better off having you drop in from above.
What do you mean, above? Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Yep, read you just fine. Now why don't you power up the camera? I've got pictures. Running diagnostics. Perfect. I've got a nice, strong signal. Just a heads up. There's no elevator access from here on out. You'll have to get up there the old-fashioned way.
Well, shit, we're back with Desmond. Oh well. We'll be seeing 2 or 3 more of these sections in the game, so we might as well get used to it. They are a bit better than, what's it called? The other games that we do these in. I mean, the first game was just atrocious. Just walking around to your bed from the Animus, and that's about it. Assassin's Creed 2 didn't really have any. They had 2. Well, they had 3. 1 at the beginning, 1 in the middle, and 1 at the end. And they weren't that bad. They were pretty short. Brotherhood, it wasn't that bad either. It really only had like 2 sections. 3 sections once again. This one is just dumb. I mean, it's sort of Desmond's last story, I guess. Because spoilers, this is the last Desmond story, if you didn't know that already. But, yeah.
Oh, that's hold still. It's a lovely view.
Seriously, Sean? Fuck you.
At least in this game, Desmond goes to different places instead of just, oh, we're at the Auditore's villa. Or, oh, we're in a warehouse somewhere. Or, oh, we're in the Abstergo building, and that's about it. I sort of like that Desmond gets his own levels and stuff, and later you even get to fight with Desmond in a real combat situation. And it's all because of the bleeding effect, which is basically whatever you do in the Animus you actually learn in real life. Which makes no sense, but, oh, fits in with the story because, well, I mean, they made it fit in the story. Uh-oh, I missed. There we go. But, oh well. No one plays Assassin's Creed for the story, that's for sure.
Jesus.
Look on the bright side. No security to worry about.
And on the not so bright side, the slightest misstep means you're effectively dazed.
Shut up, Sean.
Nah, I like Sean. I mean, I hate Desmond, so anyone who's an asshole to Desmond, and basically every other character in this game, is a friend of mine. Fortunately, he doesn't interact directly with Connor, so, oh well. This would be the perfect game then, obviously. Because right now, it's just a diamond hidden in the rough. I don't think oh, whoa. What the hell happened there? And I don't think what that phrase I just used actually fits with this situation. I'd say it's a diamond very hidden within a very rough place. I don't know. I'll make things work.
Almost there, Desmond. Once you reach the top of the lit-up crane, you should be high enough to make the jump.
Should?
It'll be fine, don't worry.
Well, you might want to worry a little. I'm pretty sure she was high when she was running the numbers.
Sean!
A joke. It was a joke. Or was it?
Yep. I mean, these are all very great character moments, but I sort of just want this to end. And it's almost over. We just need to climb up this section, which I should have stayed on the other side. Where am I going? There we go. Sometimes hard to control climbing, especially in this game. Oh, good checkpoint. Oh no! I've actually never seen this game over screen before, so at least it's different. Now let's try to do this accurately this time and not just fall off.
Jump when you're ready, but wait for my signal to open the chute. Timing's really important here. Too soon or too late and you'll miss the building.
Yeah. Really though, if you once I yeah, this is all post-commentary if you can't tell. Because a lot of horrible things happened in this recording session.
Now! Open your chute, now!
Luckily, it's only 2 videos. Anyway, so during this section, unless you deliberately put yourself off course, you are fine. It really doesn't matter. You basically go straight to the heliport anyway. So, whatever. Whoa!
That wasn't so bad.
So, you must be Desmond. Not exactly what I expected, but I guess your kind doesn't have many options these days.
Who are you?
Ask your father. Now give me that.
I don't think so.
Look, I'm not supposed to kill you, but the boss man didn't say anything about fucking you up. So you got to the counter. Oh!
So who the hell is Daniel Cross?
Believe it or not, he used to be an assassin. The assassin, the way I've heard it told, but it turned out he was a sleeper agent for Abstergo, programmed to infiltrate and destroy the organization.
How did he know you were there? We could be compromised.
They must have caught me snooping inside their network and sent Cross to see what we were after. If they were aware of our current location, we'd know. Though, I will say this. Doesn't bode very well for future expeditions.
I've set up some cameras topside. If anyone shows up, we'll see it.
I'd suggest you go see about finding a socket for that power source. Or we can return to Connor if you prefer. All the artifacts in the world won't mean a thing without the key.
Yay! Let's go back to Connor, because honestly, I'm just going to do all the battery placing all at once. Because it's easier.
Good luck, Desmond.
These are troubled times.
The already uneasy alliance between the Crown and its subjects frays. And behind them both the Templars plot, pulling strings and moving pieces. History dictates they seek order through control. But how will they affect it here? Who supports them? And what conspiracies have they already spun? All these things I must determine. For only by knowing my enemy can I hope to stop them.
Kana, spare a moment.
Of course.
Have a look.
What is it?
The Xingbao, or rope dart if you prefer. One of the many plans given to us by Shaozong to...
Sorry.
We'll have to work on this.
Ganondogo,
Yes, my friend.
what brings you here? Is the village all right?
For now,
What do you mean? What has happened?
men came, claiming we had to leave. They said that the land was being sold, and that the Confederacy had consented. We sent an envoy, but they would not listen.
You must refuse!
We cannot oppose the Sachem, but you're right as well. We cannot give up our home.
Do you have a name? Do you know who is responsible?
He's called William Johnson.
Where is Johnson now?
In Boston, making preparations for the sale.
Sale! This is theft!
Kana, take care. These men are powerful.
What would you have me do? I made a promise to my people.
If you insist upon this course of action, seek out Sam Adams in Boston. He'll be able to help. What have you done?
When my people go to war, a hatchet is buried into a post to signify its start. When the threat is ended, the hatchet is removed.
You could have used a tree.
Hey, lost frames, perfect. Great, now the audio's out of sync. Yep, I'm gonna have some issues that's why I'm doing post-commentary, because the audio was completely out of sync and it required some editing. Plus, generally, the commentary was awful. So, without further ado, we got a homestead mission we can do, and I'm usually going to leave them for roundup missions, but this one shows off the rope dart, so...
Can you help me?
Yeah, let's do it.
Are you all right?
What do you think?
How did this happen?
Poachers in the woods. I asked them to leave. This was their answer.
Come on. We need to get that arm looked at.
What if the men who did this?
They can wait. Your wound cannot. You'll be able to make it to the house.
Yes. I think the ball took only flesh.
And what is your name?
Miriam.
Do you live nearby?
I don't have a home per se. I took to the frontier when I was a young girl. I made my life out here ever since. Living where the land makes it easiest.
Not a common choice for a woman of the colonies.
No, it's not. But truth be told, it was this, the convent or the brothels. I prefer the open air.
Kana, what are you doing?
Those poachers need to be
I
stopped.
saw the scabs from my hunting blind. Get to that, and you shouldn't have any trouble finding them.
Use the rope dart if you can. Get familiar with it.
Yeah, that skip was another drop frames, but it somehow fixed itself in the next part, which is weird because it's all from the same video. So, I don't know. It just all of a sudden fixes itself by the end of this video. But whatever, we gotta go kill some poachers, and I definitely will be using the rope dart. because it's so much fun and it's one of my favorite weapons in this game, even though it's pretty situational. So we're just gonna climb up over here. I'm just happy because it's a very quiet stealth weapon that does some gruesome things. But I don't want to get you too hyped, so we're just gonna leave it at that for now. And yes, the being able to free run in the trees does make life a lot, like, it's much funner to do things in this game. And it just goes faster. So one thing you can do is hold Y. There we go. Hold Y and push backwards when you're on a, like, thing sticking out. And you can just hang them from there. But that costs you a rope dart, so you never really do that. It's just for spectacle. So on this guy, one thing we can do when I stop trying to sneak up on him. Yeah. Just gotta get up here. There we go. Another thing you can do with the rope dart. Is he gonna turn around? No. Well. Oh, somehow that worked. Another thing you can do is just hold down and pull him towards you. And once you get close enough, you just automatically kill them. So, but that's only if you're sneaking up on them. If you're in combat, it's a different story. And we'll see that eventually. I definitely make use of the rope darts. So this dude's chasing after some deer. Oh, and a wolf. So another thing you can do if you're not on the same plane is if you keep holding it, eventually you just suffocate them. Like that. Or suffocate them or just make them bleed out. I don't know, because it looks like you're stabbing them, but they make sounds like they're being suffocated. Anyway, we got 2 more dudes to deal with.
William Johnson's opening up some of that Mohawk purchase for free hunting soon. Might be
Hey, I know what they're talking about. Let's stab them both at once.
What does he want? Territory, if not the game.
Nice. It's so hard to do double assassinations in this game for some reason. I mean, they're really easy to do in the air. No, a wolf! I'm really bad at reaction commands, by the way. Yeah, this does not bode well, because I'm not willing to use an arrow for some reason. And I'm very used to a gun being in that slot. Oh no! As if we'd never seen being mauled by... Whoa! There we go. I love when the model resets and you just do a giant backflip. That's my favorite kind of glitch. Anyway. Yeah, for some reason doing double assassinations on the ground is like impossible in this game. And I'm not entirely sure why. Because like that's all I did in all the Renaissance, like Ezio asked.
Hey! Where are you, fellas?
Shooting strangers in the forest, is that common hunting practice where you come from?
No. Spare me. Go. Tell the friends you have left what happened here.
Okay. So we're done with that. Now we just have to do the return to the mission giver mission, part of the mission. My least favorite part of the mission in generally every sandbox game I play. Just because it's either really boring or really stressful depending on how easy the mission is. And how many things are chasing you trying to kill you at the time. I mean, that's really why I never finish a GTA, ever. I get really close, and then I just get too many of these missions where I die constantly, and I just hate it. Oh well.
Thank you, Achilles.
You are most welcome.
Why did those men attack you?
It's no secret this land is full with game. I spotted the trespassers en route to request permission to hunt here myself, and suggested they do the same.
The bounty of the forest is not mine to give. It is your right to hunt on this land. but I would appreciate you trading your surplus with the others.
Very well. I accept.
Yay, we get more things. That's cool. I guess. I don't know. Doesn't really amount to anything until you get at least one of every dude. And even then, you gotta get to like level 2 with each of those dudes by doing more missions for them. But we'll see that later. For now, we just need to go to Boston, so we can fast travel now, which is nice. So we just have to click on the to the frontier marker and we can fast travel, and I will see you next time.